Good morning, everyone. This is Rahul Sharma from Chicago Vedic Practitioner. Today, I will be releasing my video number 93 about the five-headed Gayatri picture. You see sometimes differently. Sometimes you see with single head, sometimes you see with five headed. So, what is the meaning of the Panch-mukhi Gayatri or five heads of Gayatri? What is the different analogies? I am going to explain you as described by my Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya, Mata Bhagavati Devi Sharma in their book Gayatri Mahavigyan, page 282 and above. So let's see the picture. What you see today in if you search on Google on Panchmukhi Gayatri or some houses, you will see this Panchmukhi Gayatri picture. There is a different analogy for that for understanding in detail about the knowledge about the Gayatri. So today, educated children, even professionals, can't believe on such scriptures because it's unbelievable that some human can have five head. And many goddesses in Vedic culture has been depicted by artists, and the four heads of Brahma or five head of Lord Vishnu or eight-armed Durga Mata or 10-armed Lord Ganesh. You definitely need a guru who can explain to you the deep philosophy behind such imagination. So I'm going to narrate this video about the Panchmukhi Gayatri as explained by Gurudev so you can understand why we have this kind of picture by our artist. Just like you know that how children learn and enjoy playing with the quiz. They will ask different quizzes. Sometimes it may be as simple as obvious, but we get involved, we get engaged with children in solving those quizzes. And that's what our spiritual scientists have done. It's such a monotonous and deep knowledge of Vedas that most people will not be interested in spending their time, and rather they will spend time in the entertainment. So by having such kind of images of Hanumanji with monkey head, having his tail, Lord Ganesha having elephant head, and other gods having multiple heads and arms, so that purpose was the people will ask by curiosity, hey, how this thing is happening. And then as a parent, it is our responsibility to take that moment when they have shown the curiosity and interest to know about it. That time we should tell them the true facts, giving them the right lesson for the life. That was the intent. Unfortunately, we didn't have any serious gurus or people who knew themselves the meaning about different shapes and imagination of the artists who created those images and cared to educate people about the deep philosophy behind each imagination. So Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya has done that. So among many other explanations, few are cited here for the Panchamukhi Gayatri or five heads of the Gayatri. We all know Gayatri month has multiple parts. In my previous video, I explained. So the five parts which represent the five heads of Gayatri. First part represents the Om, the omnipotent God. Then the second part represents the Viharatiya, which is Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, where we chant. The third part is the third phase of the Gayatri Mantra, Tat Savitar Varenyam. The fourth part is the Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, when you break down the Gayatri Mantra. And last part is Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. So this is what simple meaning of the five-headed Gayatri. Whether you have that picture at the home, everything is fine. If you have ordinary pictures of the Gayatri, everything is fine, as long as you understand the meaning. The second analogy of five-headed Gayatri matches with the earlier explanation on Janeu in video number 86, I think last few weeks ago, where we describe about the five parts of the Janeu. The Janeu or Yajna has three strands. The sacred thread consists of those three strands, and Gayatri Mantra is divided into three stages. As we just discussed, first stage is Tat Savitar Varenyam, second stage is Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, third stage is Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. The fourth head Gayatri is shown as a middle note, and fifth head of the Gayatri can be equivalent to the master note or Brahma Granthi of the Janeu. So whether you have Janeu as your visualization tool during your meditation, or if you have this picture with five-headed, either way you need to understand the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra and try to transform yourself. The third expression of the Panchamukhi Gayatri is the five-head Gayatri is the five Devtas. And again, we have separate videos to understand the separate pictures of Ganeshji, but in this case, Gayatri represent the all the god and goddesses, because this is the Dev Mata and Ved Mata. So the first head is again representing Om. Om is nothing but omnipotent God, represented by Ganeshji. The second represents the Mata, because Purush and Stri both need to have this nature form, the Mata Bhavani. The third phase represents the stage of Gayatri, of the creation energy of the Brahma. The second stage of Gayatri, which is the energy who nurture the nature, is Vishnu. And the third stage of Gayatri, which is the complete transformation, life and death changes, which is Lord Mahesh or Shiva. So these are considered as the five power of the Gayatri. Hope it's making sense. Now the fourth analogy is when Maharshi Uddalak studied on secret of life, and he understood the reason of people suffering, their pain, and what is their solution for the salvation. Everything is hidden in Gayatri Sadhana. As you have already seen, the multiple videos I have released in the last couple of weeks, there's so many sadhanas are there. Now that is represented in this five heads of Gayatri as Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, Arthaved, and the Yagna. That consists of the complete Gayatri Sadhana with the knowledge and the Yagna. So every Gayatri Sadhana is always concluded by the Gayatri Yagna. Fifth analogy is our body is made of five elements, which represent the five heads of Gayatri. We all know that our bodies consist of soil, water, air, fire, and ether. So we should keep the balance of these five elements to be healthy, and we must treat our body as a vehicle to study the Vedic science and about the God and self-realize, rather than working and using this body just for the entertainment and giving it comfort. So that's the fifth analogy of the Panchmukhi Gayatri. And the last one for today is these five heads of Gayatri also represent the five kosh or sheath of our human body. Those who are closer to the deeper philosophy, spiritual science, they know that we have five kosh. Kosh is nothing like a treasure or sheath of our body. What we see is only the physical form from the outside, which is consists of the Annamay kosh. An is nothing but food. So the body which is made up of or developed or grown because of eating the food. Whatever food we eat, that going to reflect on our body. If you're eating healthy food, you can see the healthy body. If you're eating a lot of junk food, you can see the body shape in that way. So this is the outermost layer, what we are seeing, what we feel, and associated with the physical body, sustained by the food or the anna. The second kosh is the pranmay kosh. Pran is our life energy, and the sheath is cover. So this layer is connected to the life force of the prana that energize and animates the body. So we all know that once we are out of breath, the physical body has no value. People will burn it within few hours. They don't want to keep it in their home. So pranamay kosh is that energy sheath. The third one is the manomay kosh. We all know man. Man is chanchal, is a mental sheath which governs our mind, our emotions, and the sensory experience. The fourth kosh is the Vigyanmay kosh. Vigyan is like a science and wisdom sheath associated with the intellect, the intuition, discernment, and this sheath allows deeper understanding and insight. And the last final kosh is the Anandmay kosh. Anand is happiness, the bliss. So the innermost layer, which we need to try to reach to that level with all the penetration during our meditation, is representing our true core of our being, and this is characterized by the bliss, the peace, and unity with the God. That's what it all means with the Panchmukhi Gayatri. So don't get discouraged or don't get confused if somebody say, oh, you need to have a Panchmukhi Gayatri picture in your home for puja, or somebody will say, oh, you need to have the picture which is given by Shanti Kunj. All are same as long as you focus on the true knowledge. So couple of action item, as we discussed earlier also, understand the deep philosophy of Gayatri, which is the Mahamantra, and follow the sadhana with deep belief and faith. Gurudev would not have written it if it was not true or proven by himself. And promote this video to everyone who are facing any of the challenges, that they can get help because of your coaching them about the Gayatri sadhana with full faith, and they can get connected with any volunteers from Gayatri Parivar. Be a true disciple of your culture, your Vedic culture, your Dharma, your Hindu Dharma, your Gurudev, to promote the peace and the heaven on the earth.